So, my dear masters, my dear guards, my dear friends, so welcome to all of you to this today's session, the Holistic Wellness Program. The day 21 is this the last day of this session, the batch 4. And once again, heartily welcome to everybody here, and especially the special welcome to our today's speaker and our master, senior master, so Anil sir from USA, right? So I'll give a brief discussion about him, then we'll start the discourse, friends. And before all that, my sincere pranams to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji, on this occasion. And friends, so Master Anil is staying in USA and he conducts a lot of workshops in PSSM, especially related to many of the subjects in spiritual science, especially. And he has been conducting for a long time now, and he has been associated with PSSM for quite long time, and is very active and dynamic in propagating and spreading the message of Patriji, especially PSSM, all the 5 principles. So meditation, vegetarianism, Swaja Sangatya, Swadhyaya, pyramid power, right? Dhyana Jagat, pyramid Jagat, Sashahara Jagat, like this. Okay, these are the main goals of PSSM, my dear friends. So in this line, so he has been actively working, and today, so having a lot of wisdom. So he would like to say, we will request him, and on behalf of all of you, I request Anil Garu to share his wisdom. So in the field of spiritual science. So thank you, sir. So over to you.
Thank you, Master. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. First of all, I want to sincerely apologize. I kind of missed on some timing here, confusion on my side. So apologies to everybody. But thank you very much, and thanks for this wonderful opportunity. And congratulations to this batch who are actually on the 21st day of their journey. So trying to complete, what we are trying to do here, right? Meditation. It is something that we call it, hey, my life is changing. There are like so many examples out there, not just in the PSSM as a society, but even outside PSSM, right? Whether it's be a Sadhguru movement, it be a Ravi Shankar's movement, or any other movements for meditation. If you really look at it, I mean, that's absolutely, you have your life in your control, right? As a meditator, right? So I just want to congratulate this group here that you have gone through a 21-day course of meditation. Now you clearly understand what meditation is all about, right? Now, the expectation would be to continue this till 41 days, then take it to 90 days, then eventually to 1,000 days, and then beyond, right? So as you take the journey of 21 days, you now understand and realize what is the importance of meditation, why I should do meditation, how meditation is going to help your life, and how it's going to make your journey much smoother, right? Now, everyone will have their own reason why we come into meditation, right? Some come into meditation from health perspective, some come into meditation for problem issues, some come into meditation for understanding what meditation is all about, and some come into meditation for realization, right? Whatever may be the goal that you may have, once you start to embrace meditation as part of your journey, everything else will form in line. Everything in your life becomes that reality, right? And why, I want to give my example, right? I mean, just kind of, where I transformed. 92 is when I learned this meditation from Patriji in the first pyramid center in Kurnool, where it was established, right? At that time, I was a kid, running around, doing things and all that. And, we used to go into the pyramid, those days, it was very dark inside the pyramid. Once the meditation starts, it was so dark, right? And we used to go in and sit there. Something used to happen in there, right? We don't know what it was happening, but it was always that calm, that serene environment. Once you go inside that pyramid, you sit into meditation for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or maybe half an hour in some cases. I used to feel, coming out of it, I used to feel, there is something here. There is some magnetic power that's pulling me all the time to go and do this meditation. And every time I do that, there is a different kind of, feeling that I used to have. And with that feeling, I used to really think about it to say that, okay, I need to start practicing this. I need to do this more. Again, I had no intention. I had absolutely no clue what meditation is all about. And at the time, the knowledge that Patriji was giving is also way above the grade of, as a kid, right? And but this feeling, I got attached to this feeling, this calm feeling, the mind getting very, very closer, and I'm able to center my energies, even though I don't know all of that at the time. But if I look back, I can certainly feel those aspects of it. So because of that, it was so wonderful for me, right? I started to embrace that meditation. Now, one of the key aspects of pyramid spiritual society, the movement itself, is we don't ask you to stick around with us, right? We ask you to try. We are more on the spiritual scientist. What you are learning here, this is not the end of it. The learning has just began for all of us, right? You got to go explore the world, understand every aspect of things, and then decide what's best for you, right? Which meditation works for you. Yeah. On the same token, I went in, I did Ravi Shankar's meditation for some time. I did few other meditations. I did ideal meditations, and a lot of those things that over a period of time, I've realized that having to be with the breath is the best one-stop stop for all of us. So the reason I'm kind of giving you this context is what you probably would have gone in your own journeys so far, your bus has stopped. You don't have to go around anymore because you have come to the right meditation. And this is the ultimate meditation that can give you from whatever maybe your material want to the highest aspect of realization. There is nothing more that you can ask beyond what it is, right? So this meditation is so very well thoughtfully planned out, and we have the scriptures that is proving that this meditation works. Number one, you also have very clearly all the masters talking about this type of meditation, whether it is Lord Buddha or Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, or you probably are looking at a modern aspirants who are actually using this technique of meditation, right? Trying to improve health or wealth, whatever maybe the situations they are, right? So all in all, it is all about how you look at it and how you take this next step. So what masters here have done is they have given you the crash course of what meditation is all about. They have given you the concept of what meditation is all about. They have helped you understand why you need to do meditation. It's kind of a subtle touch, right, for your life. Now it becomes our individual responsibility from here on to make that move, to embrace this meditation, right, and make it a habit, to make sure that anything and everything I get is through energy, right? First of all, what we need to understand is where does this energy come from, right? Energy is all over the place. Why is that I'm getting into a problem? Why is that I have a weakness? Why is that my body is not helping me, right? Lot of these questions, if you really look back, if you really understand, it is because of lack of energy. It is because of lack of energy. A lot of these things are happening within you. And how do you get energy? There are two ways how you get energy. You probably, this probably would have been covered in the sessions, right? The one of the best way every one of us know is through sleep. Horizontal sleeping, you accumulate energy in your deepest state, right? That's number one. Number two, where do you get energies? The highest energies comes when you are sitting vertically, right? That's why meditation is conscious sleeping. Sleeping is unconscious meditation. Patriji calls that, right? So what happens is when you're vertically sleeping, you're abundantly getting the cosmic energy into your system, which will help you to cleanse your healing process, the releasing process, the system that you have blockages, right? The seals, whatever you may call within your system, everything automatically happens in that very, very fashion of it. And then how does it I have a wish, and how is my meditation helping me to realize that wish? It's because when you are wishing, you are attentive towards it. Wherever your attention goes, that's where the energy goes. So when you have a priority in your life that I need this wish to come true, or a desire to come true for me. When you have that intention in your mind and you sit and do meditation, all the energy that you're accumulating in the meditation is going to that wish and making it realize. So irrespective of whether you look at it from a material perspective or spiritual perspective, it is the energy that is driving things to happen, whether at a body level or mind level or intelligence level. So, in a quantum physics, right, if you really look at it, they talk about this aspect of, matter versus energy. What is the state of matter and what is the state of energy? If you really look at it, 99.9999% of the entire thing is energy. What is the matter then? Matter is only 0.0001%. And that is where we are all struck with. So there are a number of reasons why I need to do meditation, right? Why I need to do meditation. The reason for you is right now our focus, without meditation, what happens is our focus is always on the physical level. On the physical level, there is always a 360-degree view for any situation or any event or any happening in your life. There is always a 360-degree view. Okay. Now, what happens if you are non-meditator? Let's suppose that 21 days before, some of us are non-meditators. We are living the life the way we look at it, we feel it, right? The emotions, we feel it, and the way we enjoy things doing around, right? If you really look back and understand how you were tracking things around, you will actually see that you were recreating your own life based upon your past experiences. Based upon your past experiences, you are recreating your present as well as your future. Whether we know it or not, that is a fact. That's how it happens, right? Now, in context, if you bring meditation into your life and you start doing it, now what is happening is you're not aligned into the physical plane alone, right? Physical view alone. Now you have an astral view. Now you have a mental view, and you have energy reading process, right? Because as you are accumulating more and more energies, your emotional body, your mental body is also coming very clear. You're also having control of your emotions, control of your mental state imbalance, right? Which is again 90 degrees physical state, emotional state 90 degrees, mental state 90 degrees, and eventually the big picture, which is the understanding of the whole thing, which is another 90 things, right? Which becomes a 360-degree view. When you have a 360-degree view of anything that you are doing, success is bound to happen. Right? Productivity is going to be 100%. And happiness will kick in there, right? So it is not just I'm doing meditation for sake of doing it, right? Meditation can probably get you anything what you're looking for to the highest level. Now, I wanted to give you an example, from a scientific perspective, right? I'm not gonna talk more into the scripture side of it. I'll give you a scientific view of it, right? Why meditation is more important, right? In a typical scenario, if you are able to do things, right? Whatever I'm able to do things today, there are three things that are happening. I am thinking, I am doing, and I am being, right? Joe Dispenza talks about it very, very, very closely in some of his books, right? The concept of doing and thinking, doing, and being. For everything, right? Anything that is happening in my life, it is the thought that I bring in or I think about it. Then I actually put my actions towards that thinking. And then I realize I become that, right? That is how it looks like. There are three aspects, right? If as a non-meditator, it always follows this sequence. It has to be this sequence: thinking, doing, and being. Now, what happens if I am doing meditation? Why do I need to do meditation, right? I mean, let's bring that context of meditation here and see what happens. So if you are a meditator, what you can do is ideally take off the being, this doing part, right? You can start to think about it. And if you are a meditator, You don't have to actually do it. You can actually become it. So there is only two phases for you as a meditator, because manifestation and visualization is a great technique that's available in meditation. If you are a meditator, you are able to visualize it, you're able to create that feeling, you're able to create that experience within you, even without actually physically going through that. That is the beauty of meditation, right? So with that technique of meditation, daily, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever it may be, you are able to really bring through those things in a very subtle way, that as you think, so shall you become. There is no doing part there. So it is also absolutely essential to understand that when you bring or embrace meditation and you start to do it daily, you are able to realize your goals much faster. You are able to accumulate more energy, wherein your physical health gets improved very well, your mental health gets improved very well, and your emotional state will always be balanced. If you are able to balance these lower three bodies, then everything else is going to come to you as it is, right? There will be absolutely no worry. There's absolutely nothing to think about. I mean, nothing to alter thinking, what we call, right, negative thinking and all that. You won't have that. The worst thinking, you won't have that. A lot of those things you're able to overcome by just taking this meditation into the next level. Now, there is always this question that, hey, how long should I do it? Will this meditation help me out in getting out of my problems? A lot of those things are dependent upon your ability to hold on to this meditation, right? And second thing is about your mental state, your mind's capability, right? How much you believe in this, how much you want to surrender to meditation, right? How much you really embrace this whole idea of sitting and being in that meditative state, right? Now, there are also other aspects that you need to look at. Am I going into meditative state, as fast as possible? Am I be able to get to that state in that state, what am I actually getting out of it, right? And then how do I get to that state in a much faster pace, right? Without actually going through a lot of cycles of thoughts, breath, this shift of back and forth, right? So as you bring some of these techniques, like, doing this under a pyramid, absolutely gives you 3 times more energy. Doing the, leveraging nature and doing it, full moon meditation, new moon meditations, right? And sitting in group meditations like this one here, right? The masters have given an excellent opportunity for us to come together as a group and sit and meditate together, because this is 3 times faster. The transformation, the changes that you see are 3 times faster when you're doing in a group, when you're sitting on a pyramid. Why is this happening? These are all the tools that will help you to transform in a shortest form, to realize your goals in a shortest path, right? And if you also, I mean, it's not just like, I wanted to do this for sake of doing it. Slowly, as you start to do meditation, you will also see changes within your inner system, the emotional state and the mental state I was talking earlier, right? Why that shift happens is because as you start to accumulate more of this cosmic energy, the prana that develops within your system, you start to be very balanced. You start to be very kosher in your communication. You don't talk for sake of talking. You don't waste your energy just like that, right? You try to conserve your energy, because you now understand it is all about energy that matters, because you have a 360-degree view of everything that you're touching. So and then the aspect of it, right? So I actually want to give you few key points as to why, what are the things that will help me to do meditation, and what are the things that will not help me, to do meditation, right? So let's talk about the things that help you, right? The first and foremost thing, what you need is you need to enjoy meditation, right? Have that wonderful feeling that I am enjoying meditation. When you sit for meditation, you don't sit with a dull and a very lethargic view of it, right? Sit in the meditation with a very joyful and a good mood, right? And then tell yourself what you want, right? and then it works, it makes wonder. And be brave. When you're sitting for meditation, you have to be brave. Don't ever think about other aspects, what happens this way, what happens that way. You don't need to worry about that. Everything will come in order. And you have a clear understanding as to what meditation is all about. You don't have to understand astral travel. You don't have to understand third eye, views. You don't have to understand, telepathy and all of that. But what you need to understand is what is meditation is all about and why you are doing. What is that you are expecting out of meditation? You need to have a very clear and concise clarity on it, because that will help you to go into the deeper state in a much faster pace. Now, what is that? That's not going to help me. Okay. There are certain aspects that in yoga, we talk about certain aspects, right? When you are sitting for meditation, you got to make sure that you are not doing some kind of bad karmas. You are trying to make sure you're not in a sad mood. You are not, overeating. You are not oversleeping. You are not always lazy. There are aspects that you need to start to avoid for you to get to the meditative state. Because meditation is all about embracing with energy, right? You're actually playing with energy. So when you want that higher energy to come to you, you need to be in a certain state. So as you slowly start doing some of these meditations on a daily basis, right, depending upon how frequent you do it, how long you do it, etc., you need to start to look at it as to how you are actually bringing that energies, right? For that, there are aspects that you need to do outside. Because anyway, inside, you're actually going through a lot of those things automatically. But outside, what am I going to do, right? Try to not have any doubts about meditation. This is the number one thing. If you have doubts, if you have too many questions, right, your meditation is not going to be fruitful. Because at every point, at everything or every observation, you start to question yourself every time, then it is not going to make you progress well. So have those questions clarified ahead of time. This is what I was talking earlier, right? Number one. And don't have that, I don't need this kind of an attitude, right? A lot of times what happens is we only try things half-hearted. When you are doing it half-hearted, the results will also be half-hearted. So you may not get the intended results what you're looking for, even though you have spent long time. So when you start doing meditation, always have that beautiful intention that, hey, this is it. This is going to work for me, right? These are the small tips that I'm trying to, put it out for you guys. Because I have seen in my long experience that if I go to meditation and have that intention that, hey, this meditation is going to be beautiful for me, that day it just goes wondrous, right? I mean, I'll be abstract to understand, oh, what happened here. I mean, so beautiful energies today. But if I go with emotion as a mechanical thing, that, hey, I need to do it because I have to do it, kind of a thinking, and then I go sit and do meditation. In those cycles, the experience is not that great. So it is all about how you get into meditation and what is your intention when you start your meditation. And then the other aspect to this is more like, too many desires. I have got to do this, I have got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got A, B, C, D, E, F, everything going on parallelly and all that. It is not going to work that way. Have one intention, and that one intention has to be pure intention, and that is whether it's material or spiritual, doesn't matter. But have, and then work towards that. Until you realize that, you have to only focus on that one intention. Don't have multiple intentions and then try to see how it's going to work for you, right? Then the other thing is, once you get into that meditative state, slowly, what happens is you start to see visions. You start to see things, right? Because as you accumulate more and more energies, you will always have things coming your way in meditations, right? Don't get distracted. One of the key aspects to this is, as you become more deeper and deeper into meditation, what will happen is there will be a lot of distractions coming your way. The visions are a great distractions, right? They pull you out from your state of being to the state of doing. Because now once you start looking at it, you start to feel that, okay, something is happening to me, something is coming my way, let me spend time here, let me see this, all that is again a distraction, right? Always be with your being state. Meditation means whatever your body, whatever your mind is coming to you, it is all only at the observation level. You are not supposed to react much against all of that. Once you become that being, the reality, right? The doer, doing, and the result of it becomes one. That is the real state of meditation. That will come over time. But the point is, don't try to divert yourself from the source of being with meditative state, and then go into other distractions, right? That's another one. And then laziness. This is one of the key aspects why meditation doesn't work for some of them. The reason is, if you are really thinking about postponing things, if you are used to in your past life postponing things and moving I woke up in the morning, I'll say in 1 hour I'm going to do meditation. Next 1 hour you got something else, and you say next 3 hours later you do meditation. Then the lunchtime comes in, you say, okay, right after lunch I'll do meditation. It goes for the evening, and let me take a quick nap, and then come back at evening. It happens, somebody came to the house, you were chit-chatting, you forgot about it, then dinner comes in, you have your dinner, then you say that I'm going to do meditation. So what is happening here at the end of it, you are postponing your meditation time, not understanding the priority of meditation. Meditation is the only vehicle through which you accumulate energies. Everything else that we do on a daily basis, we lose energy. You are losing energy every moment. The moment you woke up from your bed and the time that you go to the bed, between that, you are all losing energies. We are all losing energy. When you are able to sit and do meditation, you are again accumulating energies. The more energies you accumulate, so the point that I'm trying to put across is, ideally, the number one priority thing for every one of us should be meditation. Because that is where I am getting energies. Everywhere else, everything else I am doing, I'm losing energies. Hey, I have my friend at home. I know we got to talk for next 3-4 hours. I'm going to skip meditation today. What is happening? You're losing energies. Instead of gaining energies through meditation, you're losing energies. The energies that you are accumulating in your sleep are not good enough, are not really good enough for you to run your daily lives, whether it is physically or mentally or emotionally. That is the reason a lot of times what happens, the diseases, the misalignments in the body comes out because the sleep energies, whatever you're accumulating in sleep, they are not enough. So your body is reacting both emotionally and physically, telling you that, hey, I don't have enough energies to reactivate these cells, right? If you really look at it, all diseases start at the astral level, right? What does it mean? It means that at an emotional level, they kick in. And then eventually they come into the physical plane, right? On the physical body, right? They actually come out in the physical body. If you are a meditator, if you are able to do meditation at least an hour or two, whatever the cycle that allows for you, what happens is you are actually going to the root of that cause, the cause itself. You're not really working about the effect, right? Cause and effect. If you are able to touch that cause and you're able to bring those energies to the cause, then the effect will never come in your physical level. You will never have a disease showing in your physical level. Because you don't have time, because you don't understand you means in the sense all of us, right? You don't understand the priority of meditation. What happens for most of the time is, ideally, you sit and do meditation for a few minutes, and then you get out, and then you say, I got to do my daily work, right? We got to balance. The point that we are trying to go to is, we got to balance it. As much as you like to embrace trying to do meditation, you also need to do your daily work. As much as you do your daily work, whether it is you going to work, or you do taking care of kids, or you're doing your family work, or you're going out, whatever it may be, we need a balance. If there is a balance, you are able to control the energies very well. If this balance goes either ways off, right, then that's when you start to see differences. So in every aspect of it, whether you look at it from the goal that, hey, I wanted to really bring something to myself, or I wanted to have a healthy life. I don't want anything. I just want a healthy life, healthy, normal, peaceful life. Then just sit and do meditation every day. Make it a priority. No matter what, bring meditation into your life, then you will be healthy. With the health comes peace. With the peace comes happiness. Everything will come to you accordingly. So that is another one. Any questions? Okay. And then do, and then over a period of time, once you have your desires come true, now start to embrace meditation for the sake of meditation, right? Because what does it mean? It means that bring energies, right? Accumulate energies as much as possible. Patriji always says, accumulate energies in silence. The reason for that is, as you accumulate more and more energies, our lives become very peaceful, very sanitized. We become more spiritual. We become more open. We start to look at things in a big picture. There will be no emotional outbursts, right? Your mental state will be always balanced. Physically, you will be very fit to do things, whatever you are tracking it, whatever may be the work that you intend to do, all of that comes into realization in a very fast and a smooth way, right? No obstructions whatsoever in our lives, etc. But again, for this, you need to embrace meditation, right? And then do meditation for some time for you to do a lot of different things. Now, what I want to cover briefly is meditation. We talked about meditation in general, what meditation helps me out, how I can make my physical, emotional, and mental state come true or balanced, and how I can get my intentions, how I can become from doing to being, without actually doing things, thinking to being without doing things. A lot of these things are coming from meditation. Now, let's also use meditation for experimentation. You can also experiment things in meditation. You can also start to do some telepathic activity. You wanted to have your cousin give you a call. You can sit in meditation and, again, right, these things help you to connect, motivate yourself, inspire yourself to do more of these activities, right? So slowly start to bring some of those aspects and then start experimenting. When that is when you become more like a spiritual scientist. When you become a spiritual scientist, you are no longer accepting anything that's coming to you. You are actually taking the information and you are processing it the way you want to process it, and you create an experience out of it, and then that becomes your wisdom, right? If you really look at it, the brain is divided into three parts, right? I talked about thinking part earlier. The thinking part goes into your neocortex. Neocortex is where your thinking happens. All your knowledge acquisition, all your theoretical information, all that you are listening, right? Everything goes into that part, neocortex. And there is something called limbic brain, which is the midbrain, we call it. Midbrain or limbic brain is where the doing happens. All the actions you are doing bodily, there is a nervous center here. Nervous centers, right? These nerves get connected. The limbic brain actually has this information of all doing, whatever you guys are doing, whatever I am doing, whatever you are doing. And the third one, which is subconscious mind, is cerebellum. Cerebellum is where all your habits, your emotional reactions, your skills, your long-term information, whatever is happening subconsciously, right? You have been implanting lot of emotion, the memory, the deepest memories, everything is in that cerebellum. So the idea is, when you start to do meditation, you are becoming from thinking to doing to being, right? Now, the idea is, the doing is the midbrain is supported by the feeling. Okay, so imagine this way, right? The first part is mind, Mind is the neocortex, is the mind. The limbic brain takes information from your body, whatever your body actions do. And then cerebellum is your reality. It's being, right? That is what you become. So if I start a particular thought in myself, which goes from neocortex as a theory, I understood that, okay, in meditation, I can do telepathy. Now, what I do is I sit in meditation. I create that reality for myself in meditation, saying that I need my sister to call me. I need my mother to call me, right? And then I repeatedly do that. I'm generating a feeling, okay? In my body, I'm generating a feeling associated to this thought. At that point, if you are able to create that feeling and the thought together repetitively, then it becomes being, which is the cerebellum state. At that point, you will get a call. So, I mean, this is just an example, right? How I'm able to experiment in meditation. Like this, if you get into astral travel, you can go to, astral projections. There is a lot of experimentation that you can do. You can do with visualization, you can do a lot of experimentation. Manifestation, you can do a lot of experimentations. You can actually ask for something that you don't have in your life, right? Or you wanted to move from your old life to new life. How do I do it? You manifest it, right? So there is a lot of these experiments that you can do with meditation, genes alterations, right? DNA alterations. A lot of the research has gone into this, where all of these are coming together, right? So even to embrace some of these scientific evidences, even for us to go to the next level or become an advanced meditator or make our life more clean and subtle and all that, if you are able to embrace meditation, if you understand the meditation in general, and if you're able to get to that meditative state faster, you will be able to experiment a lot of different things. There is so much research that has been done on this process of how meditation helps individuals at their own systemic level, right? We talk about 7 bodies, we talk about 5 bodies being active, we talk about lower bodies, we talk about chakras. Probably you have heard a lot of that information in these 21 days, right? A lot of this, for everything, the rudimentary is your energy. It is the energy that is controlling everything. So it is no brainer for me to say, right, hey, I got to bring meditation to my life, period. I bring meditation to my life, I have control of my life. In the second aspect, whether we believe it or not, what happens is, if I'm not a meditator, let's suppose you're not a meditator, okay? What happens is, if you really look back and think through, how was my life? You were on your subconscious cruise. What does it mean, right? My subconscious mind has created all these habits, all these situations, all these emotions, all these, my daily events or activities. Everything is put on a cruise mode. I get up in the morning, I go do my, bathroom work, I come out, I check my office email. Routines, whatever the routine and the habitual things that you are doing, you are not actually doing anymore. Your subconscious mind has created an automatic process for all of us in the mind. The subconscious mind creates that because you have repeated it so many times in a very regular, periodical way, that it creates that process within your subconscious. Once that subconscious takes over, it becomes more a mechanical. At that point, you are not doing it, it just happens. Naturally, it happens. The easiest way to look at it is when you are cooking, right? The housewives, when they are cooking things at home, you have a lot of stuff going on, right? There is quite much of an activity going on. Kids are playing next to it, but then the wife or the mother always remembers how many whistles are coming. Subconsciously they're connected there, because I started this activity and I have done it for so many hundreds of times that I know, even though I'm distracted with my kids or doing something or fixing something, I still have my ear sense, right, on the whistles. that my cooker is playing. So that is subconscious play, right? Majority of the time, right, or majority of the population are in that auto cruise mode without meditation. Okay, take out meditation there. I'm not a meditator. I'm living my life. So what happens is you repeatedly bring the same emotion again and again, again and again, again and again. That's the reason, even though you have an excellent thought that I wanted to change my life, it still doesn't happen. Because your subconscious mind never accepted what you exactly want. Because you are never able to generate that feeling to that thought. Only when your thought and feeling come together is being, right? Is the reality. So you can do the thought, you can bring the thought, you can say that I want to change my life, I wanted to be this, I wanted to be that, but then there is no feeling associated to that. So what happens? Your limbic brain never accepts it. It stays in a neocortex. But what is the thing that is happening? The cerebellum brain, cerebellum, the third one, cerebellum. That is where the whole thing is coming to me every day. So it never went into cerebellum. If it never went into cerebellum, it is not my reality. So majority of the time, my mind is in control of me. As a non-meditator, I am a slave to my mind. But once you start to do meditation, once you bring meditation into your life, what happens is slowly the control shifts. Your subconscious mind starts to ask questions. That's the reason what the researchers talk about this, right? Saying that ask those questions. You know, we talk about midlife crisis and all that. Why those things come to us is you are repeating the emotions every time, again and again, again and again, again and again, thinking through that those things are going to shift based upon my thoughts. Because thoughts alone cannot shift. Thoughts plus feeling will make the shift. So in that case, so what happens is my life is always going to be the way I have it in the past. Because I am connected to my past, my mind always goes to past or future. It goes to the past, it gives me worries, right? It puts me in a sad mood. Or it goes to the future, it gives me fear, unknown, the unknown factor. I'm always worried. What is going to happen? I'm worried here, I'm worried here, on both aspects of it. So for me to be in the present moment and enjoy that present moment, I never be able to do as a non-meditator. Because my mind is controlling. My subconscious mind, which is an auto cruise, is managing my entire system on a day-to-day basis. What I need to feel, what I need to go through. 30 years back, I have a particular incident that happened to me. Even now, when you go out and that incident or anything related to that incident comes to your mind will go to that 30 years back situation, and you create the feeling that happened 30 years back, right now. So what happens? You never left the past. Even your present is stuck with the past. So stuff like this is what happens in our life, on a daily life, if I'm not a meditator. Now let's bring meditation into the mix of it. What happens now? Meditation, what happens as you accumulate more energies into your system, your mind starts to balance it. The first and foremost thing what happens is you will be able to create your reality as you wish. Because you have energies. Number two, your mind is balanced. The mind is always in the present moment because you have energies, right? So what happens? You are able to control it. Number two, you are able to create the reality. Number three, you are able to ask for what you want. What do you want? Who am I? Right? That's why they say, right? Ask questions like, who am I? What is my purpose? What am I doing in next 10 years? Where do I want to go? Right? Typically, we don't want to ask these questions to ourselves because we feel like, if I pose questions like this, I don't know, where this is going, right? I'm going to go crazy. No, you're not going to go crazy. Because the moment you go, whenever you kind of raise questions with open-ended, those directly go into your cerebellum, which is subconscious mind. And subconscious mind starts to think about it, saying that, okay, who am I is the question that came to me. What is the purpose of my life? Okay, I don't know. Okay, let me find out from the memories. It goes and searches in the memories. If it is not available, subconscious mind will send a signal to the universe to give you that information, to get you that information. So what happens? Slowly you're creating your own reality. You're thinking that I have to be spiritually be motivated. I have to be able to do a lot of seva. I have to be able to do a lot of meditation. So anything that you're able to ask for, you're able to create that within that frame of subconscious. Such a huge phenomenal difference as a meditator and a non-meditator. And that's another reason why Patriji also talks about it. As a non-meditator, whatever you say is garbage, right? Why he says that is you are in control of your mind. When you are in control of your mind, you don't know what is good, what is bad, because your mind is driving it for you. There is absolutely nothing you know, whether this is right or wrong. How can you say that if mind, so what does mind want? Can anyone answer? I'm just trying to make sure you're all active, okay? Because I don't see any of you here. So what does mind mean? I mean, anybody would like to say that? What does mind,
Mind will Pranam sir.
Pranam.
Mind will make you down all the time. Doing you are in that mind state. You are unhappy. You are only in the doing state, sir.
Correct. So what mind always does is it does what it pleases to do. It has nothing to do with the rightful living. It has nothing to do with the way you need to do. There is no long-term thinking. There is nothing like big picture. Mind doesn't look at all that. Mind is 100% material, 100% worldly. So it always looks for its own comfort. So whatever the mind is doing to you today is not necessarily good for you, is not necessarily the one that you need to embrace, because it has no long-term view. It doesn't give you the big picture view. So what happens? Anything that you start to look at through mind and you observe through, or actually action through your mind, it is short-sighted, right? It says that you look at a swimming pool, and you see, oh, beautiful water here, let's jump, right? It doesn't care, you're wearing clothes, the water is cold. What happens? You catch cold, nothing. It says just do it, let's not worry about it. And then you go do it, and then you go to the pain later. That is mind. So if I am a slave to my mind, now help me understand, right? How am I living? Right? That's the reason. That is why we have worries. We have situations in our life repeatedly coming. We have those emotional movements in the families. We have these relationship issues. Whatever those things, 1, 2, 3 things that every one of us are going through in our lives, it is all happening because our mind is the one that's controlling the whole thing. And mind always does the ones that it pleases it. It has nothing to look at your body, nothing. It doesn't care for anything else. Now I need to shift that. I don't want my mind to control me. My mind is not the driver for me. I am the driver. My body is a vehicle. The steering, whoever is controlling the steering, is the one taking the car, right? He's the one in charge of the car. If I am the owner of it, then I need to control. The steering is your mind. Right now, the owner is your mind. So I want to make sure that I become the owner of it. So what do? I mean, any other option? So I bring meditation into my life. So what happens when I bring meditation? Mind becomes calm. The only area where you can control is mind through your breath. With breath, you control your mind. Why? Breath and mind come from same source, heart. They are two branches of a same tree. If you control your mind, you control your breath. You control your breath, you control your mind. That is the reason, if you are able to come to breath, if you are able to bring meditation into your lives, your life will be happy, happy, happy. It has to happen. It is natural to happen. It is not like you are making it happen. It is bound to happen. Because once your mind comes in your control, it is no longer in the auto cruise mode. What happens? You decide how you want to live your life. You tell your mind, you do this, you don't do this. You go there, you don't go there. Because now you have a big picture, 360-degree view. You will make everything in a very methodical way through which your life is in your control. So that's how it works, right? I hope, I've given you enough in the scientific evidence of it, right? I mean, there is a lot on this subject. We can go hours and hours on it, but I know that in the interest of time, I want to keep it very. So, masters, do we have more time, or are we good?
Yeah, yes, sir. I think another 10 minutes we can continue. No problem.
10 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So there was a question here, right, on the chat. Somebody was asking, pranayama pranayama helps in doing meditation. Absolutely, pranayama does help meditation. The master ji here, right? He can also talk about mudras. I mean, there are a lot of those things that can help you, right? Again, this pranayama, whatever you're talking about in meditation, anapanasati is nothing but sukhamaya pranayama. Sukhamaya pranayama is something that is naturally happening at its own pace without your involvement, right? Whatever is happening, it's called kriya yoga. Kriya yoga means something that is happening inert on its own without your involvement. Karma yoga means something that you are doing, you are actioning, you are actually touching, right? You are thinking. I comes in there. Without I, whatever is happening to you is all kriya yoga. So what happens in meditation is when you start to observe this subtle, natural, tranquil breath, you slowly get in the control of your mind, and the breath dissolves here. You probably have gone through that here on the last 21 days. So what happens with that process? Once you dissolve here, you go into the state of it, and your mind becomes sunya or void, whatever those states are. No thought state is what we call. At that moment, you accumulate a lot of cosmic energy into your system. Right? So this process of going into sitting in meditation and going into the meditative state is where the trick is, right? How long does it take depends upon individual's practice, individual state of being, individual state of thinking. So a lot of those factors come in play here. So that's the reason every time you sit on a meditation, you may have a different experience altogether. So if you really want to improve the cycle of doing to being in that state, pranayama helps you. Because when you cleanse your pranic energies, right, coming in, going out, whatever the pranayama you do it, you become more centered before you start meditation. You are already balanced. Your breath is also balanced and very calm. And then when you come and sit for meditation, you are easily able to go or transition from the doing phase to the being phase, right? So that's the reason some of these pranayama, for beginners, it is a good thing to do that, right? I don't say once you become advanced meditator and all, once you are used to going to the void state all the time, you don't probably have to keep doing it. But as a beginner, if you wanted to bring some of those things, absolutely it helps you. And also try to think from the holistic perspective, right? As much as I'm looking at my life here, I need good family life, I need my relationships very well balanced, I need my health to be taken care, I want certain things in my life, the future 5-year, 10-year thing and all that, right? There is also a big picture. Okay, like I spoke about earlier, right? Who am I? What is my purpose? Am I doing enough, to earn my right to live in this world? Right? What happens once I leave from this world? Right? Where do I go? Where did I come from? Some of these things will also help you to balance your mind, right? Because mind can also be nurtured through your intelligence. As you accumulate more knowledge, like sessions like this, your intelligence is actually acting here, right? So as you get more intelligence can also control your mind, right? It will also help you to balance your mind in a very, very methodical way. No errats will be there, right, in your mind. So always have these 3 pillars, right? Patriji talks about it as well. Swajjayana, Sajjana Sangacha, and Sajjana Sangacha and sadhana, right? So do meditation no matter what, and then read books. There are a lot of books. Some of the aspects what I talk to here are, Seth books have got it. Joe Dispenza has it. Secret book has it. How you can leverage your mind to be able to manifest things or visualize things, etc. Read some of those books for you to understand how you can go deeper, how you can do experiments in meditation, right? There are a lot of those books available. Scientific with scientific temperament, you should be able to create a lot of those things, right? And then Sajjana Sangacha is like, being with the masters who are with truth, who live their life for truth, right? Who embrace truth, who actually talk about truth, who go and do beyond seva for truth and all that, right? If you are with those like-minded people or people attached to the truth, your transformation happens in a very, very faster pace. And then if you get opportunities, do Acharya Sangacha as well. There are a lot of YouTube videos of Patriji. There are a lot of YouTube videos of PSSM senior masters who have given their own experiences on truth and how it helps to balance energies, etc. Right? So if you are able to bring slowly a change in you with meditation as a center, without meditation, nothing can stick to you. As my energies go up, my vibrations go high. As my vibrations go high, I get to higher frequencies. When I get to that higher frequencies, I am able to level the knowledge at that frequency. If I want to get, say, the knowledge, right, I need to have certain frequency. Because otherwise, you will get that book to you. You may go forcefully buy that book and bring it to your home. You may read it 10 times. You will not understand it. The intellectual capability will only increase as you start doing more meditation. So meditation is a fundamental thing that you need to embrace. And everything else fall in line. So thank you very much. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, Master. Thank you very much. Any question?
Sir, I have one question.
So
yeah, please.
Sir, you were saying I'm a homemaker. Balancing the home, the activities related to the home and meditation. And I speak a lot because many of them don't understand the body, mind, ego, these things. So I basically insist because she is illiterate. I explain her everything. Because of these things, the explanation part, I avoid all the materialist thing. I don't have any desires and nothing. That is all what we say, that is cool down to some extent, sir.
Okay.
So does that my energy is wasted in all these things, sir?
There are two aspects to this, right? You will know when you are wasting your energies. When you are talking too much on a particular subject, or other person is not ready to receive it, you are actually wasting your energies, right? It's always your awareness that helps you to understand. So this again, we did not touch about awareness here today, but I think with meditation, you also become more aware of your environment, of your time, of your body, right?
Okay.
So what happens is, when situation like this, where you are trying to tell somebody about something and they don't repeatedly understand it, you don't waste your energy. At some point, you give up. You say that, okay, you have to see, right? You are in a 5th floor right now as a meditator.
Yeah.
And the person who is not doing meditation is in the 1st floor. Okay.
Yeah.
Or in the So whatever the wavelength and the information that you're trying to pass on, they cannot grasp it because they are not matured enough. They don't have the understanding nor the clarity of mind that they can really see through it. They think that it's called I know ego kind of thing, right? They are always in the I know ego.
Yeah.
I know about it. You talk about pyramids, they tell, no, I don't care. I don't need pyramid. Because I know ego.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the problem of, you're not able to embrace that pyramids are the energy centers. They help you to heal. They help you to cure diseases. They help you to get into meditative state faster. They are 3 times more powerful. There is a lot of research done.
Yeah.
You don't want to go read about it. You don't want to know about it. And you don't want to bring The reason for that is you are in the lower vibrations. If an individual is in lower vibration, you are trying to give a higher vibrative information. It's a pass-through.
Okay.
So, as a duty, you probably will have to take 1 time, 2 time, or maybe at the most 3rd time. After that,
Thank you, sir.
it is silence. It is the silence that will make them realize. Over a period of silence will make them realize.
Because after a certain extent, I get tired, sir.
Exactly. Because you're burning you're actually losing your energies. You get emotionally attached and all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
question. Yeah. Thank you.
Sir,
Thank you very much.
Even I want to tell you, I meditate a lot since from the lockdown, sir. So nowadays, whenever I sit, whenever I see you or anybody, I have certain type of what we say vibrations in my body, sir. So I can feel that vibrations. So sir, what does it these vibrations? What does they ask for me to do more, sir?
See, it's about aura, right? When you have a senior master, like the masters here, right? When you get into their aura, because they have been doing meditation for a long time,
Yeah.
it is quite natural that your aura gets reflected by that aura. The higher the aura,
yeah,
the more the subtleness, right, that comes into you. And then you will start to feel a little more. That's why when you go to a real guru or you sit in their aura, you want to be in silence. You don't want to ask any questions, right? Because their aura is, you are in their control of the aura. So what happens is the energies are passing from them to you. You're always reaching that. You're feeling little vibrative. Even though you're not meditating, you're feeling the calmness in you and all that.
Yeah.
So it is natural to happen. The only thing is you can actually increase that, right? When you sit and meditate.
Okay, sir.
Right? In their company, you actually take it multifold.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks, madam.
So, yes,
sir, I have experienced that from what we say, from since I was suffering a lot, from that stage to this stage, so much calmness and coolness in your body, all your physical appearance, everything has changed, sir. I have started loving myself. One time was there that I wanted to suicide, but now I love like anything, sir, like to myself.
Excellent. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Please, yeah.
Sir, through meditation, we trying to in zero state thought. Then how can we manifest our wishes through meditation?
So the question is, how do I manifest my wishes through meditation? How do I get my desires fulfilled?
Yes.
Right? So, you like I said right earlier, you don't have multiple wishes. Have just one wish, what you want. Okay. And again, this is not, the meditation purpose is not this, but if you want to really inspire yourself and motivate yourself, have some short-term goal, right? Create one clear, concise intention, right? One desire that you wanted to manifest. And before, when you sit for meditation, you recall that, what you want. Create a sankalpa or intention, right? And then you sit and meditate for 41 days. Typically, it takes cycle of 41 days for it to manifest, right? So
but that
what happens?
Thought comes again and again, na? In my
Let
mind.
the thoughts come. See, once you create that sankalpa or intention, when you sit for meditation, you try to go to the no thought state. But thought keeps coming back. Whenever thought comes, come back to breath. Okay? Thought comes, come back to breath. Thought comes, come back. This happens for some time as a beginner, because we are not used to be. See, I'm not used today. I'm not a meditator. I'm not used to bring my mind and be with the breath, right? I'm not used to that. So it's a practice.
Yes.
It's a practice. So what happens is you create that intention, you sit in meditation, and then happily be with the breath, and the mind takes you off the breath and goes to a thought. Then you realize it, you bring it back to breath. This goes on for some time, and slowly what happens? Mind sticks with the breath. As mind sticks with the breath, you go to the zero thought state. Okay. And then every day you do it for 41 days. And then it will manifest. Whatever you're asking for will manifest.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions?
So otherwise, we'll do some meditation, sir. So
Yeah.
please guide us. So let's go
Yes.
into meditation for 10
Yes.
minutes. Yes.
Yeah. 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can guide them. So just
Yeah. Thank you all.
Sir,
Thanks for the opportunity. So yeah,
sir, your
please.
explanation part was wonderful, sir. Thank you. Blessed to have you, sir.
What was that, ma'am? Sorry, I missed it.
Your explanation part was wonderful, sir. And
No.
we are blessed to have you, sir. You give
No,
such
no,
a nice, you give such a
Sir,
nice
thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
sitting in the comfort zone. We could have so much wisdom, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let us sit comfortably in our best postures. Let's close our eyes. Take off your glasses. Sit very comfortably. Make sure your body is relaxed. Sukha Sthira Asana is what we call. Your mind has to be very balanced, centered. And your body has to be relaxed. Just have that wonderful feeling that you're getting into meditation. You're going to have absolute and wonderful time. If you're not able to catch your breath, take 3 deep breaths. Dirgha Kalika Pranayama. 3 deep breaths will help you to bring your attention to your breath. Slowly, as you settle down, bring your attention to your breath. Our breath is our life consciousness. Slowly try to become one with the breath. Slowly be with the breath. Continue to be with the breath. As your thoughts come in, just acknowledge the thought and come back to your breath. My dear masters. Have a beautiful smile on your lips. Be with your breath. Be with your breath. Be with your breath. 2 minutes. Last 1 minute. Ten seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly take your hands and put it on your eyes. On my count, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Open your eyes, look at your palms. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let us all thank the masters, universe, and the energies we received today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Master. Thank you for the opportunity.
So thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful wisdom today and great meditation with you. And we'll have small holistic lifestyle, little bit, another 5 minutes we'll share.
Sure.
Then after, if anybody having questions, they can ask, and then we'll close the sessions. So let me take up. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, friends, as for as the schedules, everyday schedules goes like this, as we know. So we already covered spiritual concept and meditation practice, and then now we are going to holistic lifestyle. Then after that, mudra therapy or home remedies, right? So these are the topics as such. So today's sharing of spiritual wisdom and followed by meditation, both has been done by under the guidance of our master. And after that, we have few more topics like Bhuloka Amrita, that is honey, Agnihotra, Mudra for AIDS, and home remedy for AIDS. So this is what we have already listened to master, and we have really got the great wisdom today. And friends, Bhuloka Amrita means honey. Why we call it as? Because it provides a lot of nutrients for our physical body, especially B vitamin is rich, very rich in B vitamin. So that's why we need to take it in a proper way, and it increases the red blood cells in the blood and increase the energy also as such. Okay, that's a great advantage of this, especially honey. And consuming honey, so it tries to purify the blood and promotes the growth and prevent the diseases. This is the great aspect of it. It means it try to purify the blood, and it will give the good growth for the physical body as well. It also prevent a lot of diseases if we keep taking part of your diet. And this particular honey, so honey ghee we also we call it as. So it lasts for tens of years if it kept in the glass container. Never keep the honey, never store in the plastic containers, friends. Already we already told and explained previously also what are the disadvantages of plastic container. So we need to store in the glass container. It comes for years together. It doesn't get any kind of chemical changes. And honey hardens if it not strained properly. So in the extreme cold conditions, it will harden. It will harden means it will solidify. But doesn't matter. Though whatever it is solidified, so it's okay. You can have it. You can consume it. But if you want to melt it, don't put on the stove and heat or something. That you should not do. You should only put under the. So probably what you should do is you should put under the sun, that whatever the heat, with that it will be melted. It will come back. Otherwise, due to the temperature of the room itself, it will slowly come to the liquid condition. If it is hardened in the cold condition, it doesn't matter. You can eat like that also. There's no harm in that. Now, the honey should not be consumed in hot weather, especially. And 2 drops of honey daily use is much more better. One tablespoon of honey can be used for kids, and young people can use 2 spoons, and adults can use 2 spoons daily. It's very, very good for the health. Okay, the great B vitamin come, the good iron component, the good iron content will be there in that. At the same time, so most of the times, your red blood cells will be increased and your blood will be purified, and it keeps you always healthy. That's all. So, friends, exhausted body, you want to consume the honey. You can, with the milk you can take it, but fat body people should not consume this honey with the milk. You should take with the only water. The fat body people. So people with the hot body should put this honey in hot water and consume it. Okay. So anybody who is having hot body, already their heat is more. So then what you should do? Put this honey in hot water and consume it. Little hot water. Okay. It's better to consume the honey 1 hour before meal. Always. Honey should not be put into the hot water or hot milk. Always the honey, especially when you are consuming it, try to consume with the normal water, normal milk. Don't put into the hot things, okay? And then it will not work, and it turns into the different chemical reactions differently takes place. It's not going to be helpful at all. So cow ghee and honey ghee should not be mixed with water in equal quantity. That means if you want to mix both of them, so both should not be in equal quantity. They should be in a different quantity. Okay, that's one formula you need to follow. All pregnant women, any exhausted woman should take a good advice of an expert in order to use this honey in their regular manner in their daily life. Especially you have to take the expert of a ayurvedic doctors, not the allopathy doctors. Okay. Now this honey, how do you check whether it is pure or not, friends? The dog should not eat pure honey. If you offer the pure honey to the dog, it will not eat. If you put on the seed will not soak with the pure honey. It doesn't sink. And if a lamp stick is dipped in the honey, it will burn if it held to the lamp. Okay, that's the nature of the pure honey. Honey does not mix with itself if honey is added to water. If you just put the honey into the water, it should not mix. If it is getting mixed, it means it's not a pure, it is impure honey. And any fly sits in the honey, does not fly away, but dies there, then it is known that it's not a pure honey. It's having some impurities in that. And if any adulterant is added to the honey, if any adulterant is added to any other substance, which is not good, if you add it to that, the honey will always float on the object. It is won't float on the top of it. It doesn't mix into that. So these are the various techniques to identify pure honey, my dear friends. Now let's take the Agnihotra. This is a Vedic practice, the age-old Vedic practice, my dear friends. So what is the advantage of the Agnihotra? See here, what are the different parts are there? This is a oven, is a copper oven, right? And you have a bija here, and you have the all these are actually cow dung cakes, dry cakes, and one small vessel, copper vessel, and then copper fork is there, copper spoon is there. In this, A2 ghee is there. So these are and you can have karpura. Okay, you can have karpura to light the lamp, or to burn, to start the fire. So right, so these are the various ingredients of requirement for the Agnihotra to process. Okay, now see the Agnihotra, friends. This is a sacred tradition started by our rishis of ancient India, especially. So by doing this, what happens is, friends, it generates a lot of heavy amount of oxygen, especially when all this burn. The procedure given is here. So we'll try to explain the procedure, how to start the Agnihotra process. But when you burn all these things, all these ingredients at one place, when they are burning together, what happens is it generates a lot of oxygen component. In fact, when any burning happens, smoke comes. So what will happen in the smoke? In the smoke, always there will be CO2, carbon dioxide. But what will happen now here in Agnihotra especially, that is speciality. When this bija and cow dung cakes and A2 ghee, when all these three together is burning, then it generates a lot of abundant oxygen, my dear friends. That is the beauty, that is the uniqueness of Agnihotra. So that is why Agnihotra, time and again, everywhere, in every house, you can definitely practice. In order for what? You want to purify your home, any kind of negative energies, all negative bacteria, virus, all these things will be wiped out. If you start using Agnihotra every day at certain timings are there. So our rishis also, they have defined in certain timings this Agnihotra can be practiced. This Agnihotra, very widely the Australian country they follow. Though it's originated from India, but Australia, they widely follow this Agnihotra, friends. Even they practice this in in the field also, in the farming also. That's called home farming, they call it as. Okay, so that's why now Agnihotra set. What it consists of? All this material, whatever I showed in the picture, all those are there. This particular kit can be supplied by Mahavatar Foundation if you contact. Okay, now the procedure. So as usual, we need to cut these the cow dung cakes, 2-3 pieces. Put some pieces horizontal, some pieces vertical, right? There's a gap in between. Then you have to take karpura, and before that, one particular cow dung cake, put into the the A2 ghee, and then you have to pour a little bit onto the other cakes also. Then slowly that karpura have to light, and then that has to be that particular fire has to be given to the cow dung cake. Slowly start burning, right? It start burning. So when it's going on, what exactly on sunset time or sunrise time? This is given as per, there is an app also for this. To find out what is sunset time, what is sunrise time for your city, especially basing on the geographical location. So that particular app shows what is exact time you need to offer. Offer means whatever the bija is there, no? So those bijas, akshada we call akshada. So that has to be offered to the fire. When the fire is the fire is going on, so you have to offer that particular akshada. So while offering that, we have two mantras. In sunrise time, when you do this Agnihotra, sunset time, you can also do the Agnihotra 2 times in a day, right? When you do that, friends, what will happen is sunrise time, we have separate mantras. Set also, we have separate mantras. We'll show you that. So medicinal properties of Agnihotra, friends. So Agnihotra renews the brain, it renews the brain cells. So it tries to vitalize the skin and purify the blood. Many people who are normally allergic to smoke can experience the great healing. They sit just closer to even though you feel a lot of allergy to the smoke. But if you are sitting next to the Agnihotra oven and taking this smoke, so it is going to purify. It's going to, in fact, it's going to heal all your allergies also. So that's kind of the uniqueness and power of the Agnihotra smoke, what it comes out. So especially, friends, Gopal gas tragedy happened in 1984, 1980s. So a lot of people died. So everybody died all around that factory. But one thing is, just closer to the factory, adjacent to the factory only, there was a house at that point of time, exactly at that time, they were practicing the Agnihotra. And you can find this information in Google also. If you do it, you'll get all the information. So those days, Hindu has reported this incident, friends. So when they were doing Agnihotra, so they were generating abundant oxygen. So that poisonous, that gas which has come. So in fact, it has stuffed the people. All the people, they get a lot of the heavy amount of gas gone inside, and then breathing has been difficult, and they all died. But these people, because of excessive amount of oxygen is there within their home, because of they are burning this Agnihotra fire, so they are got survived. They are not died, my dear friends. So this is one of the incident has been reported in those days the Hindu newspaper. So that means that is the power of the Agnihotra, friends. You need to understand this, right, with this incident. Anyway, so now you see here, especially, friends, before that, so I would like to show you mantra for sunrise, mantra for sunset. So this is the mantra while offering when the fire is going on, while offering the bija. So then you have to, you have to chant this mantra, offer the first time, offer the second time. So with that, the two mantras will be over. So likewise, you have to practice. So mantra for sunrise, Surya Swaha, Surya Idam Namaha. The first ahuti has to be offered. Second is Prajapatiya Swaha, Prajapatiya Idam Namaha. That's the second time. The same way, mantra for sunset, Agneya Swaha, Agneya Idam Namaha. And the second mantra, Prajapatiya Swaha, Prajapatiya Idam Namaha. So this second ahuti time you have to offer. So with this, your mantras will be over and you will be offering them. Then the fire will be continuous. As long as it's going on, it will go. And after, at the end, the ash will come out. That's a basma. We call it ash, ash basma. So Budi. So the Budi will come out. That is having highest quality, highest medicinal qualities, my friends, which is proven already. Okay. So what you can do is using that ash, you can make, like if you add small, light any kind of a coconut oil or something, you can add, or water also you can add. You can apply to the wounds. Any wounds are happening, boils are there. You can you can apply that as an ointment. And the same just one pinch of that, put into 1 liter water. Or you can take one small half spoon of that, you can put into the 120 liters of water, it gets purified. Any bacteria, virus, anything is there, it will kill, my dear friends. So that is the power of this ash, especially. So to purify the water, at the same time, the same ash can be mixed with the water and can pour to the plants as a manure. As a manure, it is highly helpful, my dear friends. So that's why, so this is having a lot of medicinal qualities, especially. And if it is with the help of this, particularly the Agnihotra is capable of neutralizing not only bad weather, air pollution, but also harmful effects like poisonous gases, like example as bhopal gas. Okay. Likewise, it also prevents a lot of poisonous insects and mosquitoes to enter into your house also. So that is the power, that is the speciality and uniqueness of this Agnihotra smoke. Okay, fine. See here. So Vedas stipulate that Homa should be performed by both men and women. There is no condition. So some of the people have misconception that this Agnihotra should be practiced by only men. No, it's not like that. So both can practice. Veda has stipulated very clearly. And the most important should be practiced exactly sunrise time, sunset time, which has indicated here. You can practice Agnihotra in your home, office, garden, wherever it is, even in the open field, in the farm. Agnihotra, especially mantra for sunrise, mantra for sunsets are there. You need to chant. That's what we have shown here now. Right. So this is about Agnihotra, friends. Agnihotra. I will also circulate the video for you. So exactly you can follow the video and you can practice that Agnihotra. And for any needs of this Agnihotra kit and everything, you can contact Mahavatar Foundation. Not a problem. Right. So Mudra for AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. This is actually basically, so your immunity deficiency happens, okay, because of a certain virus, my dear friends. So that's why the mudra is very highly helpful mudra for the AIDS. So what is the mudra? The first one is Prithvi mudra. Prithvi means this is a earth element. So slowly bring this earth element and close to the thumb, that is fire element. So gently touch. And other 3 fingers will be like this. So you have to put like this. So you can put this mudra. And other mudra you can put as a apana mudra. Apana mudra is like this. In each, first you practice this in both the hands. Prithvi mudra for 15 minutes you practice like this, right? Both the hands you practice like this. You can put 15 minutes you practice this. 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, go for the apana mudra like this. Okay. So 15 minutes this one, 15 minutes that one. So then what will happen? The immunity will, it will increase and then you will come out of this AIDS. So if you do for a long time, these mudras are very, very essential mudras. Okay, right. Friends, as the AIDS is as such, so AIDS especially, it is, the kind of a virus. So what they try to say is, there's a very good book, Dr. Eva and Snyder, they have described in one of the books, they call, the book name is, some call AIDS, I call murder. So what happens is, this virus is also more like it's a prepared virus, especially in the artificial viruses have been tested in South Africa, along with the drugs also for some diseases. So that point of time, they developed the drug as well as this virus also have been prepared. So likewise, slowly what happened to make the gains of pharmacy and all. So they tried this. Okay, so especially it's not so complicated one, but they have complicated it, and later on it came to the entire society, and so the society in the they are trying to make a lot of drugs and they want to sell it. So that's the main aim behind this. Okay, but anyway, we try to understand here how to improve the immunity, how to improve, and how you can keep out of this particular disease. It's very easy also. Just observe here. When this disease comes, don't get frightened. Whatever is your fear itself will kill you 50%, my dear friends. So that's why don't get frightened at all. Okay, so just test it, make sure that that particular virus is there or not. What you test it, then once you confirmed also, follow some kind of a guidelines what we given here. So that is holistic lifestyle and natural lifestyle as well. Some home remedies are there. Just follow them. You don't need to have any tension. You can easily come out of this. Okay, it's not a great any kind of a dreadful disease like anything cancer or these things. Okay, so immune deficiency, we can come out of the immunity deficiency. See here, natural lifestyle. So daily head bath is mandatory. Do not eat, of course, before taking bath. So daily exercise, walking, pranayama is all mandatory. So this patient should perform Agnihotra 2 times daily, my dear friends. 2 times Agnihotra, morning and evening, he has to perform. Okay. So and eat hard and soft natured, naturally grown food at the right time is very helpful. Naturally, chemical-free foods you have to eat. So according to today's research, this disease can be controlled by regular consumption of pure domestic cow's milk, cow urine, and curd and buttermilk. These are the very useful thing in the case of AIDS. Right? So pure desi cow things, not the other cows. Okay, right. The home remedies, if you consider, what can be done in the kitchen itself. Tulsi kashaya can be consumed on empty stomach in the morning. Drink 1 cup of Amrita kashaya. That also you can do before midday meal. That is morning one, afternoon before midday meal. Take 1 glass of neem leaf juice. That is 15 leaves. You take it. So this you can make a paste or something, and then mix with the 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of honey before dinner. Okay. So this is particularly you can follow. So this is going to be much helpful to improve your immunity and all. And the all above measures can be taken along with the medicine. If you are taking any medicine, allopathic medicine, anything, you can continue along with these things also. Slowly, when you come out, when your immunity will be improved and you come out of this disease, then you can stop the allopathic medicine slowly. That also you can do, friends. Okay. So thank you, friends. So we have covered the today's holistic wellness topic also, and we try to give you the knowledge about all the holistic tips about AIDS and our honey, the pure honey, right? And as well, we also understood very much about the mudra for this one. Agnihotra is the very important process, Vedic process. One must start doing practice at home, friends. So now, if you have any questions, you can ask, friends. Now open for the questions. Anyone is having any questions on these subjects, please ask.
Sir, tomorrow class is there?
Yes, ma. Tomorrow, same time. That's what I announced in the group also. Tomorrow we have a special session. That's what I try to write in the WhatsApp group also. We have a class on the Dhyana Dasra. That means so Dhyana Vijayadashmi. With respect to spiritual perspective, how do you understand the Antara Paramatma, Antara Artha, and that means inner meaning of Vijayadashmi with respect to spirituality. So we try to understand, and also we do meditation because tomorrow is the all 9 days, 9 goddesses, right? So
Yes.
9 goddesses are there. Tomorrow is Mahagauri, okay? So
Yes, sir.
so specifically on with that energies, we do meditation tomorrow, and we have a wonderful master tomorrow. So Samala Devi, she is going to guide all of us, and she speak about especially about this Mahagauri, our energies and importance of the Vijayadashmi also.
Oh,
So
thank
the
you.
class is there. So like in fact, all the WhatsApp group members also. So try to join. Okay.
Thank you.
Sir,
Yes.
next class you are going to announce some this thing, no sir?
Yes, yes, ma'am. So
For the
tomorrow,
link.
yeah, tomorrow we'll be announcing. That is also the session is going to start from November 1st to November 21st again. Okay.
1st November to 20. The link and this will be shared in this group only, na sir?
Yeah, it will be shared in the group. Then there will be another group open because some of the members may not join. That's why I don't want to disturb. So there will be another group open for the next batch. That is the 5th batch. So you can, whoever want to join, you can join there. And whoever want to stay in the old group, they can stay there.
No, sir, but the link will be sent in this group only, na, to join the.
Yeah, we'll send it.
Sir, you only will take the sessions, no sir?
No, I'll be there. I'll be there. One of the teacher and Netra madam is also going to be there. She's going to join.
Okay.
Netra madam. So she's a assistant professor. She's also going to join with me. We too will be guiding all the classes for you.
Yeah.
As well, we'll have masters like today. Our master is there, no? Like senior
Yeah,
master.
yeah. The same thing will go on, no sir?
No, the topics will be different.
Okay, sir.
In the beginning, topics, basics topic will be same. Like 2-3 days, topics will be same. Later on, it will keep changing.
Okay.
The reason being, any freshers, all the freshers, they have to understand means first they wanted basics, right?
Okay, sir.
So after the basics covered, then we will enter into the advanced topics.
Today's session was beautiful, sir, and I enjoyed a lot. I sat on the table and chair. I didn't sit on the bed.
Okay, right.
So that's why I could focus the lecture session, and it was wonderful, sir.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, yes.
Thank you very much, sir, for all the teachings, and you have given your important time to us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir, for all days.
Thank you.
So, lot of efforts are needed, sir, for all these things.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So definitely. So we must learn and grow. That's all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mahavatar Foundation aim is that everybody has to grow. So you have to evolve. Your soul consciousness should evolve. That's all.
Sir, may I know your name?
Yeah.
May I know your name, sir? My
name is Dr. CMR. That is Channam Rangaswamy. You can call it as Dr. CMR. That's all. Simple name.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, from where do you conduct this session, sir?
From Bangalore.
Bangalore, okay, sir.
Yeah, we have Mahavatar Foundation. We run Mahavatar Foundation located at Bangalore. Okay.
Okay.
So tomorrow we'll try to share some more details about that. Okay.
Okay.
So anybody is coming to Bangalore, you can visit our center. The wonderful center we have created here. Pyramid Meditation Center is run by Mahavatar Foundation.
Sir, how can we, one question is this thing, how can we go from doing to being, sir?
How can you?
Go from doing, I'm doing, I want to do, doer, I'm living as a doer only, na, sir? So how can we reach that state? We can reach through meditation, but what more efforts we can take, sir, to reach it fast?
So you're doing. You want to become a doer, or you want to be as a?
I want to realize that being.
Being.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. See, one thing is, meditation is the ultimate path. All we know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because in meditation, so as you are being with the breath energy, so your breath energy is always a pure energy, right?
Yeah.
So then when you focus on that, then obviously you start developing an attitude of being at present moment all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're being at present moment all the time, so you start getting that the attitude of staying at a particular moment or a present time. So that will happen. Not only that time, what in the even in your day-to-day time also, what you need to do is do one thing at a time. For example, you are eating. Your eating itself should be a meditation, or you are walking, right? Walking is meditation, and it can be cooking itself is a meditation. Everything is a meditation as long as you are completely submerged, immersed into that.
Okay.
Most of the time, what happens? We'll be eating and we'll be thinking something, isn't it?
Yeah, we are talking.
That's how you can't achieve the state of being. How do you achieve that? See, you have to be with yourself 100%.
Yes, sir.
So for which you need to practice this kind of, in even daytime also, you have to be so aware of that.
Okay.
So
So
with open eyes also. Should be
while I'm cooking, I should cook.
Yes, definitely.
Without any thought.
Yes, that is simply meditation.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Meditation is being at the present moment.
Okay.
That itself is a meditation state.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay. In the empty state of mind, where there also what we are doing, we just take the breath for a moment. After going into silent state, breath also we forgot, no?
Yeah. There is nothing.
There is no presence of breath, isn't it?
No, nothing is there, sir. Emptiness.
Yeah. So emptiness is a pure consciousness state. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how what happens, friends. So we even in the meditation state, the pure consciousness state, however, you are at that moment, at that single moment, at the single instant, you are completely present over there. If similarly in the daytime, whatever the task you do, whatever reading, writing, eating, sleeping, walking, whatever you do, right? Be in that moment complete 100%.
Okay, sir.
That is the kind of practice you must, start cultivating that kind of habit.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Very good explanations.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, one more question I have to ask. Sir, when we meditate, we just have to clasp your hands and sit in that pose, or while sleeping also, I just realized the vibration. That is also meditation or what? Or the effect is less with that?
While crossing the fingers into fingers, right?
Yeah, many a times I just lie down and I just observe my observe my breath and what with the flow of energy. I just do that. Or while sitting, most of the time while lying only I do. Is it a wrong practice, sir?
No. See, what happens is why we say that to clasp the hands is it is just to circulate the energy within us. Okay.
Okay. But while lying,
I'll tell you. These are the palms. Okay.
Yeah.
The palms if you observe. So why we practice mudras with these hands? Tell me. Because every finger, the electromagnetic energy will be radiated, continuously radiation.
Okay, sir.
There's a continuous radiation. If you try to observe with the the particular the scope or instruments whichever can measure this electromagnetic energy, let's take a Kirlian photography. Just take a Kirlian photography and try to photograph this the both palms.
Okay, sir.
The moment you do that, you get a lot of energy waves around it.
Sir, it is seen, sir.
Yeah.
It is seen in that photograph, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
So it will show the the kind of we generally call it as a electromagnetic waves around this, no?
Okay.
We also call it as aura kind of thing. So that particularly, that means the meaning is whatever the open palms are there, no? So they keep radiating the energy from the fingers also. See, if I do this, for example, if I do this mudra, what happens? The energy which is going out of these two fingers is diverted into this finger, then go back to my body. Then it does its own action. It brings some of the natural elements into control.
Okay, sir.
So this is a space element. This is a Prithvi element. Prithvi and space, and combining the air, this is a fire energy. So with these things, these two nature elements comes into control.
Okay.
Balancing out. With this, what happened? My particular ailment in the physical body will get relieved.
Okay, sir.
Understood. So likewise, there's a lot of importance, the energy which is leaking out of all these fingers, we want to recirculate to the body. So we do this.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
No, but lying also, why we lie down
Lying
and
also,
we just open our palms. So is it a type of a meditation or is it a wrong practice, sir?
No, wrong practice, right practice. How much more energy you want to gain, that only matters. If you put lying down, if you put your hands just open and you're just observing the breath, it is not going to be no harmful.
Okay, but it will not be useful also, no, sir?
No, useful means you may not get, you may not be able to conserve more energy. By doing this, you can conserve more energy. Conservation.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it. Thank you, sir.
It's basically conservation of energy. It matters. Okay.
Sir, but in lying position, we can also do clasp our hands, no?
You can do that, no problem. See, first of all, so as our master explained today also, right? So we need to sit and practice meditation. You receive a lot of cosmic energy. In the lying position, in the Shavasana, right? When you sleep, right? You are in the horizontal. You are horizontally lying down. Instead of that, if you sit and do that, so then you receive huge amount of cosmic energy.
Okay, we'll practice it, sir. Yeah. Sir, I am lazy for this practice, but I will make a point that I should sit and practice.
Yes, that's why. That's what it's very important. That is
Sir,
why
I have a back pain, so in lying position, I feel very comfortable.
No, you can maybe see what happens as you keep trying to practice. Okay, slowly, the back pain will also go. You will definitely sit. Definitely, I will try to, I can say that very strongly. You will come out of that back pain sooner, as you increase the time of practice. That's all.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, slowly, you'll be able to sit hours together. Many of the examples are there with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for wonderful teaching. You are wonderful teaching.
Yeah, thank you. So, Anil sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Master. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your
opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir,
Thank
for
you.
your wonderful teaching. Shubharatri, sir.
Shubharatri. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.